And we are back with another episode of Serious Business, where we discuss only the most serious of business. And today I once again have with me my friend Otaku Aruji.
Hello.
Because he's available. Yeah, it's whatever. But anyways, so gonna go ahead and get right into today's topic, which is internet theories. Why they're terrible, why they're ruining childhoods everywhere, why they ruined your childhood. So, we can get that trauma off your chest. And this time we've got this cool little timer here that's gonna make sure we keep things on track. So, let's just get started. Okay, so, to start this off, I want to... What are some theories that you think are ruining childhoods and your childhood?
There you are.
Oh, did things cut out?
Yeah, for a brief moment.
Okay. So anyways, I asked, what internet theories have been ruining your childhood? What childhoods were ruined, etc., so forth.
Really none, because I don't put much stock into these, but...
Okay, what theories tried to ruin your childhood?
I mean, you did not pick the best topic for today, but, almost no theories can ruin my childhood because I find them funny and sometimes even better. One of the great ones is Courage, and that they actually just live in a neighborhood, but the owners are too old to ever take him out of the house, so everything's just terrifying to him.
See, that's a theory trying to ruin your childhood.
I support it full-heartedly. It makes a lot of sense for what's going on in that show.
Okay, just because it makes sense doesn't mean it has to be true.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that, but it does kind of push towards that.
Well, the thing is, they're taking a kid's show. Well, Courage the Cowardly Dog I could buy because that show was terrifying as a kid. I don't know what the creators were thinking when they put that on, Cartoon Network and Boomerang, but it scared little me. It scared little me.
I had a headphone malfunction where the USB came out for a sec.
Okay, but yeah, Courage the Cowardly Dog, it shouldn't have been Cartoon Network. It scared a younger me, and that was the point of that discussion. No, but I mean, with Pokemon, saying that Ash is actually just some kid in a coma. Stuff like that.
I mean, the other theory was he wished on Ho-Oh, but I like the coma theory better because it's fun.
It's not fun. It ruins the splendor of Pokemon.
The fact that Ash has remained 10 years old for forever.
Oh no, he was actually aged up, and I want to say Sinnoh. I think he was aged up in Sinnoh.
Was that actually confirmed, or just...
Yeah, it was actually confirmed. I can't remember if it was Sinnoh though. I think it was the 4th generation.
That implies that he went through not only just 3 other regions, but also the Orange Islands and the what was that secondary part of the Hoenn region? The Battle something?
The Battle Frontier was something tacked on at the end of the 4th generation. Or the 3rd. It was tacked on at the end of the 3rd.
Saying he aged up 1 year implies he did all of that in the course of 1 year. Which, I'm sorry, that does not seem feasible with the fact that he literally walked everywhere around an entire, basically what is a country to Pokemon.
Oh yeah, so actually something happened more recently in the Pokemon anime, a few weeks ago recently, but still recently. It was the newest iteration.
If you say Nebby used teleport.
No. This was actually before they had Nebby. And they do have Nebby now, which is nice.
Oh yeah, I saw the preview for the newest episode. It looks great.
I haven't yet. I'm pretty sure it's Nebby evolving into Sungaleo though.
And then they also do something else that both kind of ties into the plot of Ultra and then Regular.
Yeah. They've been doing that. The new anime is actually pretty good.
Yeah, I think the X and Y and Black and White era sucked, but I think Sun and Moon kind of has revitalized Pokemon.
You didn't like X and Y?
Heck to the no. Team whatever was just terrible.
Did you not like the games, or did you not like the anime, or both?
Both. Both. It was just
Okay, so I get not liking the games. I definitely get that, but I don't get not liking the anime. I thought it was really good.
I didn't really like the characters except for what was her name? I know her name in Japan is Eureka.
You mean the
It's,
little girl?
Clement's, yeah.
Yeah,
Clement's
in
sister.
English it's Bonnie.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
Other than her, really, not many characters were too likable.
What about Serena?
No, I'm sorry. The female of the era does not count as a likable character.
But she had development and stuff, and she was an independent woman who didn't need no man.
Yeah, so did Misty, so did May, Dawn, Iris, even.
Okay,
And
we don't talk
I
about
mean-
Gen 5.
Gen 5's when it got bad. They removed Brock.
Honestly, I didn't like Gen 5 because of Ash. But the Brock replacement, Silent, I actually liked him a good bit. He had a fun personality.
No, he was garbage.
He was... No, whether it was... They made him the opposite of Brock in a good way, where Brock was more or less sort of like a subdued kind of personality, like real quiet and humble and just to the point about things.
No, Brock was loud and obnoxious and always hitting on women.
Okay, the hitting on women thing, true, but I wouldn't call Brock obnoxious. Or loud.
Okay, he was also his most sarcastic comment. May asks him, "What's extreme speed?" He replies, "Is when a Pokemon's speed goes to the extreme."
Okay. Early Pokemon had some sick burns. Early Pokemon had some sick burns, I'll give you that. But that was coming from everybody. No, what... It feels like Silent was kind of like the opposite of Brock, because where Brock was more conscious and mature, Silent was just, like, extravagant. He was out there.
Hmm. Yeah, still no. I mean, both of them were even the first gym leaders. Like, they didn't even try with that. It's just, it was depressing to see Brock go, because Brock was, like, the best character.
Brock was pretty great. However, at the end of X and Y, as an extra episode, since I know you probably didn't watch it, Silent and Brock actually meet and work together to calm down a Gyarados.
Please tell me they, like, had a cooking montage.
There was no cooking montage, but you could tell if they spent any more time together, they would be best friends.
You know, I want a cooking montage.
Yeah, I think everyone did.
Yeah. That would have actually been pretty great.
Yeah, it would have, but you know, you can't have everything. And plus, it was only like one episode, so
Hmm.
yeah.
They should have made a full hour-length feature.
Oh, definitely. They should have made their own. They should have had their own spin-off.
Okay, where were we again? I think we got derailed.
We were talking about. Okay, so we started talking about Ash and Akoma, then we got into the Sun and Moon anime, then you said you didn't like X and Y, so I asked why you didn't like X and Y. You told me that, then we got into the topic of Gen 5 when you brought up Iris.
Okay, so that's how we got there. Now the fans who were zoned out during our mediocre conversation can be caught back up to speed.
Yeah, but okay, let's get back on topic here. So we're talking about internet theories and why they're terrible, but no, it's just like I don't like when people do stuff like Ash is actually in a coma and he's never been waking up and probably going to be dying this whole time. I don't like that because it's like, okay, a younger me loved the Pokemon anime. I still like the Pokemon anime. and you're just trying to ruin it for everybody by making it depressing and serious. Like, just let me live the adventure.
I just typed in internet theories into Google, and these are actually like so dumb.
Oh, what are some of them?
Dinosaurs helped build the pyramids.
How could a dinosaur help to build a pyramid, though?
I don't know. Here's another. Jay-Z is a time-traveling vampire.
Okay, I could actually believe that. No,
The
I could believe Kanye is a time traveler, but not a vampire. Just a time traveler.
Let's see. President Obama can control the weather.
Oh, I've actually heard that one. I haven't looked into it much, but I did hear about it like a lot. Like, actually last year is when I was hearing about it most.
This theory's saying he killed 24 people with like a tornado or something, I think.
Really?
I don't. In May 2013, after a mile-wide tornado struck Moore, Oklahoma, killing 24 people, right-leaning broadcasters and internet truthers suggested that USAF had caused the disaster on purpose to distract from a series of governmental controversies.
That sounds fake. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm sure like the government has some wild future tech that we don't even know about and wouldn't even consider as possible. But being able to control the very forces of nature itself doesn't seem like one of those technologies.
Here's one. Hillary Clinton actually died from that pneumonia thing and it was replaced by a body double.
No?
Some of these are good.
These are ridiculous.
Okay, I'm gonna actually look for ones related to shows
Okay.
to talk about because I think that's what people would be more interested. Dark conspiracy theories about kid shows. Let's see, does this actually have anything? The Smurfs are white supremacists. Okay.
Well, I for one want to hear about that.
Well, okay, let's see what they said. Blah, blah, blah. This seems to... Oh, that's why.
Because they were all white?
Their outfits are supposedly reflective of the KKK style.
But that's just white clothes in general. Okay, that's...
There seems to be no other evidence.
Really? I would have figured there'd be a
his...
whole reasoning behind it. But there just isn't?
I mean, this is a short article, but it's like... Yeah, it's just saying that it's because of their outfits that they're supposed to be like members of the KKK. It has also been pointed out that when a Smurf turns black, for example, they lose their minds and become unable to talk.
Did that ever happen in the Smurfs? I don't remember.
I don't know that's such an old show. Let's look for one that had a lot of popularity. Here's a good one.
Okay.
Oh, this one actually I could kind of see. The Flintstones are actually living in an apocalyptic future.
Huh, I could see that. The only question I have is the existence of dinosaurs.
Now, here's the entire reason people are thinking it. There was, in 1987, I actually saw this movie, a crossover between the Flintstones and the Jetsons.
I never saw that one.
One, it was pretty good. They kind of swapped, like the Flintstone family went to live in the Jetsons' house and they lived in the Flintstones, and it was kind of funny seeing them try to figure out each other's technology.
Okay.
And let's see, it's saying... let's see. Apparently, in this strange new adventure, some sort of apocalyptic event has occurred, leading to a new world where the surviving animals get a fresh start without humans. The theory goes when humans returned, they were able to use animals to drive technology and attempt. Okay, so I guess it's kind of going like in terms of Dragon Ball Z with Trunks and the diverging timeline.
Oh, so
I guess
multiverse theory.
It's not being too clear, but that's kind of what I think it's getting at there.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I could see that, like, from looking at something that actually does that canonically, like Adventure Time. I could somewhat see that. But then it raises the same questions with me, like, in shows like Adventure Time and, you know, the Flintstones, there's the existence of magic and, you know, dinosaurs. So, like, how did they become unextinct?
It's a good question. Oh, okay. I'm on another site now. Oh, here's one. Yeah, okay. This is a theory that I actually think makes a lot of sense. And this isn't one of those crazy ones. It's kind of like just people think it. That in Aladdin, the genie and the salesman from the beginning are the same person.
You might have to remind me. It's been a little bit since I've seen Aladdin.
At the beginning, there was the salesperson that was like showing all these lamps and all these items, and then like he's the one basically telling the story. Let's see. Okay, so the points of the theory are they're both voiced by Robin Williams. First off,
Okay.
second, they both wear blue with a red sash on the waist. And they also have similar facial hair.
I mean, I guess I could.
Here's.
Sorry, go ahead.
Hold on. Here's a really weird fact I never noticed. They're the only two characters in the film that only have 4 fingers.
Really?
I need to look up a photo of Aladdin now. Like seriously. Yeah, I'll send you photos to put in your video since I know you do that.
Okay.
Let's see. Do they really have 5 fingers in these? I thought it was a typical trope of cartoons to have 4.
Some cartoons do that, some don't. It's really more about what the head animator wants to do.
They have 5 fingers, everyone but Genie.
Oh, really? That's interesting. That's pretty interesting. Are you there?
Waiting for the internet to rework itself out.
What happened to your internet?
Okay. It just seemed to cut out. But yeah, it seems everyone but Genie and the salesman had 5 fingers in the show.
Huh.
Well, move. Okay, and I'm now even more on board with that theory than I was.
I could see that. I could see classic Disney throwing in something like that. Alright, but here's one that
Yeah.
a few more people might understand because it's from a more mainstream show, Friends.
Oh. Well, yeah, I guess that's a little more mainstream.
Okay, so apparently one person's theory is that the ending of Friends, where everyone left Monica's apartment and it seemed like everyone was going to move forward with their lives happily. Apparently, this was all the meth-addled fantasy of a homeless Phoebe as she stared through the window of Central Park, and I am quoting that right here.
You know, I kind of should have mentioned I hadn't finished Friends yet, but okay.
Honestly, if you're going to finish Friends, how else did you expect it to turn out?
No, I'm not even gonna say that. That would be really bad for your channel to say.
Okay, just share it privately.
Comment down below what you think I was gonna say.
Yeah, I actually do. I'm curious what people have takes on that.
And if I like your comment, that means you were right.
Yes.
Okay, that's a good idea. But I mean, Phoebe's always been insane in the show, so I can kind of see how that could be thought. But
Um, I guess, but at the same time, it's one of those things. Like, it was a happy ending, and that's someone trying to just ruin that for everybody else for some unknown reason. Maybe they just like seeing other people suffer.
uh, um, yeah. I mean, Friends. I like to think of that in a more happy light.
Yeah, I do
But
too, but at the same time, clearly some people do not.
do you know if there are any fan theories about Golden Girls?
Uh, no, let me check real quick.
Because that is a great show. Like, if you want to watch an old show, it's amazing. Bless
Yeah,
you.
you've told me that a few times.
Oh, I've started watching it again, and it's still just as funny as when I first watched it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, back when I used to go to the YMCA and they had the TVs on the exercise machines, I'd always watch Golden Girls because I went like at 10 in the morning.
Hmm. Yeah, it's nice whenever a show is able to hold up like that. Like, it feels really good.
And I mean, it had one of the greatest actresses ever, Betty White, in it, so.
Yeah, and I think I actually did find a fan theory for Golden Girls.
Let's see if I understand it.
Okay, so let's see. The theory says that, and I'm quoting this again. So, uh, so this is about Dorothy Zabornak, nee Petrillo.
Yeah, just say Dorothy.
Okay, this is about Dorothy. So it says, due to her height, stature, deep voice, and demanding eyebrows, I was certain that she was a man. So yeah,
That's the theory.
the theory
That's
is
the
that
entire theory.
the theory is that Dorothy is a drag queen.
Under the fact that she has had technical sex with multiple males
I mean,
that are straight.
see, well, I mean, I know it's ridiculous, but at the same time, it's the only one I could find.
That one I doesn't even have ground to stand. Like, if you put a photo of her, I guess I can see why some people would think that, but no. It is 100% like confirmed that she is a she.
Yeah, but you know, the internet's a weird place, man, and they're trying to ruin your
Yeah, see,
childhood.
when I think fan theory, I think things that can actually be debated, not something that has been directly disproven on the show.
Yeah, well, clearly that was not the case of this person.
I mean, I was expecting like something like, oh, I don't know, Blanche was having like acid trips or something and imagining the entire show, or senileness or something. Not saying that a confirmed female is a male.
I don't know, man. It's weird. Like, you asked for Golden Girls theories. I just pulled up what I could find.
Yeah, that one. I was just thinking Golden Girls was a good show. Oh, here's a good one.
Oh,
I think I remember this being one. Going to AMC's The Walking Dead. Beautiful show that I'm currently catching up on. But there's a theory, I think, is that Rick is still in a coma.
really?
I mean, everything we saw in the theory, basically, to my memory, I'm not going to look it up right now, but it is that at the beginning of the show, everything happened. Like, he got shot or whatever trying to take down some criminals, got put in the hospital.
Yeah.
But his coma induced hallucination or whatever, because typically you think when a person's in a coma, they're dreaming constantly.
That is something that's been, stated before as a possibility.
Yeah, and that the theory is that's why is the zombie apocalypse. He's making it all up in his coma.
Oh, okay. See, that's actually pretty interesting, though.
Yeah.
But I feel.
I mean, there's no way I'd want the show to end like that, but.
Yeah, no. I feel like the whole it's a coma or someone is tripping on something and imagining the whole thing. Like, you could say that of people if there's ever been any suggestion that they would be someone to do drugs like that, or if they're ever injured in the show. But I don't know, that just feels really lazy to me.
I mean, I'm kind of now picturing, like, we finally get to the season finale of The Walking Dead, last 5 minutes, and it ends the exact same way SAO Season 1 did, with Kirito just waking up and going down a hallway.
Yes, but with SAO, it was established that that was something that could happen with Kirito if he did well enough. And that was fine. You realize that was a possibility. But if they just hit you with that out of nowhere, it's a cop-out. Plain and simple. No other excuse. They were just too
Truthfully,
lazy
it would.
to come up with an actual ending.
I mean, I don't think Walking Dead's gonna end for a long time, but.
Oh, probably not. But at the same time, with things that would do that, and theories that say, oh, because this person got injured this one time, or this person seems like they may do drugs or be an alcoholic, they're hallucinating the whole thing, that's just really lazy. Because you can say that about almost anything and have it have ground, is the issue.
Yeah, I mean, you can literally make a fan theory about everything and try to prove it. So that's my problem with fan theories. There are too many of them.
Yeah.
Because a fan theory is just someone saying, "Oh, I think this," and then it gets like popularity. And the Very Odd Parents are metaphors for antidepressants. Let's talk about this one.
No. No.
Zoloft and Prozac.
No, that is... I refuse to believe that.
And then that Timmy's abusing the antidepressant. Because he abuses Cosmo and Wanda's magic.
You're not serious. This is actually a thing?
This is what I'm reading.
Why would someone think of that?
Because it makes sense.
No, it doesn't!
Really, but... Oh, here... Or maybe they're just imagined by a... Oh, God, no. I'm not even bringing that one up. I'll just message this to you, and you can decide if we discuss this.
Yeah, okay, just, text it to me real fast, and we'll make it the last topic, because we are running out of time.
Yeah, I just messaged you on Skype, and you're gonna say no immediately. Okay, you figure out one real quick.
Okay, so I looked at it, I'm going to say no.
I knew it.
But let's see. Actually, I know one that, I heard about really recently from, Weapon Mojo, actually. So it says that... Well, first, you're familiar with Punch-Out and its main character, Little Mac, correct?
Only from the game Super Smash Bros., but sure.
Okay, so a little background is that Little Mac is just... He's this 18-year-old kid going through the ranks, boxing, so on and so forth. And he's very small and young and muscular, and he hits very hard, so he's Little Mac. But the theory says that Little Mac is actually small because he has muscular dystrophy, and his parents called the Make-A-Wish people, and he said to the Make-A-Wish people, I want to be a boxing champion. So they got all these actors, and they're just throwing the fights so Mac can feel good about himself.
Huh.
I don't like that one.
I can see it, but yeah, no.
No, he's just a very short kid who is working very hard. No.
Really.
Yes, he.
That's what you think.
Yes, he works hard. In the newest Punch-Out.
Does he? Does he really?
Yes, Doc trains him. You see him running in the originals, and in the new one, most recent one for the Wii, there's actually full-blown cutscenes of him training.
I just realized what you're describing is the American version of Karate Kid.
It basically is, but at the same time, that's not what we're talking about.
I just had pointed out.
Yeah. And we just hit 30. Okay, so we just hit 30 minutes. So just any
Okay.
final thoughts?
I mean, you turned down the last topic, so no.
Okay, we're not talking about that.
I know.
Don't know why you thought we would.
No, because it said either that or that, so.
So those are your final thoughts. After our discussion, I still believe the internet is trying to ruin my childhood. And if you are one of those people who are doing it, please stop. For the good of everybody everywhere. Just don't anymore.
I say before you believe a fan theory, make sure it actually has strong foundation. Like opposed to the Golden Girls theory we discussed versus like the Courage the Cowardly Dog one. One has more evidence than the other and is more easily debated.
Yep, that's a fact. That is a fact. Alright, so, yeah, we'll call it an episode there. This has been Ronan. With me, I had Otaku Aruji. You know, he has a channel too, so check him out. He opens packs and stuff. So, you know, that's pretty cool if you're into those sort of things.
And I'll be starring Dark Souls series soon.
Oh, you mean the worst game ever. Okay, got it.
Okay, we'll see how far I get without dying. And then you can say that it's terrible.
I predict you get past the Tauros demon, and then you mess up running across the dragon bridge, and it burns you alive.
I actually can usually get to that room right before Bell Tower Gargoyles, almost without fail of dying. So.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna sit in on a few episodes of that at some point, so just be aware.
Okay.
Because, you know, break's coming up soon, so I'll be able to do that. Yay.
Yeah, and then I'm also, every time I die, I'm actually putting a Pokemon pack code on screen, so that'll be fun for viewers.
Alright, so if you're into Pokemon, and if you're into seeing someone suck at Dark Souls, go check him out, please.
Fine, first boss I'll try fighting is Quelaag, probably. But I actually discussed I might have censored that fight.
Yeah, okay, but anyways,
Yeah.
So, once again, this has been Ronan. Had Otaku Aruji here. Check him out. And this will be me signing off.